Yama ashefo nyina akwa aba de ba community tour. Unim se community tour de yakọ empatem ene bro no so. Ekọhwa wo ha watemamufu FM ne ahye kwan e betimi de aboa e de asiesie ama empuntuo abaso community ni mu. Nenne ye community tour ne ya bepie mu wo apa menya kroba ameche asesewa ye bepie mu wo ha obehwe program dwumadie kese bi ekoso the Church of Pentecost e was Central Educate Ghana Summit. Omo say yensesa yesuban eni sedi yesitie na ebetimi ama oman atumpo efise Ghana yenye ehiafo de ehia ne say yebenya adesahwa etini e ka hye yahwefo nyina say de ebekoso wadwumadie mu nyina ye de nyina bebre mo life na wo bepie mu wa ha DC yi ne wa ha ye hu DC yi no ye hu chiefs ye hu ahenfo bebre queen mothers omo nyina titirfo we nyina abepie mu wa enti de ebekoso bia de nyina bebre mo life e wo Clear TV. Me a midigi mediane or hema posh. Yenya opanyina odi mu power Educate Ghana Summit. Na me shall say the CEO of Educate Ghana Summit, Mr. Buadi Williams waha. Yene ni beche nkomo afa dwumadi. Mr. Buadi, na wa for me to say.
Oh, what they are doing experience in me hoye.
Ye den Yehowa say. Ye bepie mo ye hu say edom abo empem waha. Ade na ekoso betima aka bibia fa dwumadi hu atwere.
Okay, mechia ahwefo nyina ne atiefo. Ene ye da Educate Ghana Summit. We say ye fatu ye honso alanche attitudinal change and motivational conference nationwide. Na ye shase asesowa because of a research I conduct here no. Na ni na say ye hu say the spirit of patriotism no is gone. Is not in us again as citizens. And on my Ghana so betimi agina na so afa ntom apafra. I just say wo na me ye ka hu ne se so ban. And na be mo my Ghana betimi agina na so nti ye hu ne say it's not about say ye be we have to talk to ourselves, educate ourselves, and change our negative attitude to be a positive attitude. When you say yes, Ghana is not poor, but we need attitudinal change.
Okay, so expectation is what are you expecting?
Actually, Ghana is not poor, but we need attitudinal change to transform Ghana. Into the expectation, you say we be our conference. Aseno, asema yeba bekana obefana asopem no dia ye adwuma na oman Ghana ebefa no tuma pa efra.
Na CEO of Educate Ghana Summit ne yetsen kan ne ye ka hwefo nyina se de ebeko bia ye de nyina bebe mo life our Clear TV enna yanya ohena odi mu wo apa menya krobo ewo asesewa district ye ne betwetwe enkomo afasa adwumadie nana we de empache mema wakwa abade ba Clear TV me pacho ene ye hu se wa be pie wo attitudinal change our Educate Ghana Summit e de na waka fa dwumadie hu
acho kwe o ba lo wa che ni me me chobe wa ke me ka acho lo ba ku no wa ba nu nene amado lo wa ba no lo mo ne ibo kuna amado chobe kuna wanu kuna waga he wai. Amen.
Okay, what are you expecting from the public? What do you want them to take this program?
You wanaga acho chobe na ama choni lo wa bodi kuno wa mabutu ni wa manu chake mne maba wo akwati kuna wa bodi kuno onya ne ejewanu ne ma ne epema kuno wana ska ne wa ga hie ni mramechwebe. Amen.
Amen. But nana obesusu se dwumadie ebekoso wo ewiase afa na nyina
wa bomodi kan emahi ne na pe no chwebe gagagun wo chwo mano chwebe emachuni be fan le sana bomodi ko na gagun ne echuni ne wo chwebe wa na hemjom.
Yeah, there was no Mranyama Clear TV, the main sponsor for this attitudinal change over here. So we are here to talk to him about the program. Please, I welcome you to Clear TV. I'm on him portion you.
Thank you. My name is Andrew Achampon. Thank you, Ohima. What do you expect from me?
What am I expecting? What are you expecting from this program? The program is just about to start. What is your expectation towards the program?
Oh, I'm expecting a very good attendance because, you know, we are the main sponsors and we knew why we wanted to come in to sponsor this program. If you are talking about attitudinal change, I think it is something that Ghanaians should embrace. That is why we as a bank, we decided to come in. So today I'm expecting a lot of people to attend so that we all put our heads together to see how best we can change our attitude towards everything so that Ghana can also be a good place to stay.
But according to Educate Ghana Summit, Ghana is not poor. Do you believe them?
Why not? Ghana, we abound in so many natural resources. But unfortunately for us, it appears we are poor, but we are not. We are very rich in terms of our mineral resources. For me, I think it is our attitude towards everything. Maybe I don't want to say we have a leadership problem, but the people itself are also a problem. Because even if the leaders want to help, the attitude of the people is not even allowing them to develop Ghana. You see, that is why we have to start somewhere. But I believe that it is education that is the cause of all these problems. I hope you know that. It is the way we are brought up, the upbringing from home, from school, from the community that has created this mental problem. I wouldn't say mental deputy, but of course, if I have to use it. So we have a problem. You know, our mentality and our moral upbringing is poor. I'm telling you, the average Ghanaian's attitude towards life in general, for me, is not the best. Look at how people litter around. Is it the best? They put rubbish everywhere. And when the gutters get choked and there are floods, then they blame the government. What has the government got to do with this? You understand me? It is the attitude and mentality of the people whom we call Ghanaians. That is something bad and we need to change.
So, Mr. Champa, if I get you clearly, it means we are the cause of our problem.
Why not? Of course, you don't need Jesus Christ to come and tell us that you are the cause of your own problem. Even if you look around, you know we are a problem. Ghanaians, we are what? A problem. Our behavior, see, and our attitude towards so many things. For me, it's very worrisome. Very worrisome. I don't want to speak too much. You know we are on air. Otherwise, people will chase me and come and beat me. But I'm saying that Ghanaians, we need to change our attitude. It's not the best. And that is why we as a bank, we thought we have to come in to help sponsor this program. If only it is going to create the awareness that we need to change our attitude towards life.
So in the next 5 years to come or 6 years to come, where do you want Educate Ghana Summit to be?
You know, I was commending the CEO, commending him. I was commending him for starting this and choosing our district to start with. I think we have to embrace this. For me, these are some of the programs that we need to be sponsoring. Yes, as a nation, we have to create the awareness that indeed our attitude is bad. And we need to. So I don't expect Mr. William Body to stop. I was telling him, today it is about attitudinal change. Okay? But we have so many problems. I was telling him that after this issue center on our fundamental human rights. People do not know their rights. And that is why we are always cheated by these so-called politicians. People do not know their basic human rights, or you don't know that. And that is why they behave the way they do. And that is why we are where we are. You see. So these are some of the good things that we need to be sponsoring. Educate Ghana for me should be a yearly affair until we see that indeed Ghanaians have changed their attitude. It has to be ongoing. For several years to come, we shall be doing attitudinal change.
Do you think our political affiliation is killing us? Is killing the country or the people within the country?
You mean the divide?
Yeah, the political affiliation. This party, I belong to this party, I belong to that party. Do you think it's the cause of the problem?
You see, we need to get a national agenda. Why am I saying this? The national agenda will be there. So whichever party comes to power, it doesn't matter. You have to follow it. But unfortunately, you see, we are divided. This party comes today. Next time another one comes, he abandons the projects, and we still have to go and start from the scratch. It's wrong. Let's have a national agenda. And it doesn't matter which party is in power. You have to follow it. You understand me? And if the people begin to realize that even there's a national agenda and that any party that comes to power will have to follow it, why would they be fighting? You understand me? But because we don't have that, everybody is struggling to take the mantle of leadership. Because when he comes to take power, there's no national agenda for him to follow. So he puts the former one aside. And that's his own things. Whether he finishes or not, he leaves. Another one comes. It's a waste of time, please. If Ghana wants to develop, I'm begging we need to change our way of doing things. And this is part of the attitude. We need to change our attitude towards politics in Ghana. It's bad. Is that not true? If we change, no, honestly, if we see ourselves as together. You know, somebody was saying that as for you, Andy, I know if you were to be in this party and the other one comes to power, you still give the people money. Because we are one Ghanaian, we are one and the same people. Why should people suffer when another party comes to power? No, it's wrong. If you are not careful, you'll be tempted to think that we need a one-party state. It's not true. We don't need a one-party state. What we need is a national developmental agenda in place. No matter which party comes to power, you have to follow it. And you see what I'm talking about. The bad roads. You see? Let's take the, what do you call it? Free education, for instance. It's a good thing. But if we are not careful, and MPP loses power, what do you think the others may do? They may want to scrap it. It's bad. And so we are always going back to square one. I personally, I don't like politics too much. Not because I don't love Ghana, but I don't like what is happening there. Yes. The terrain is too rough. So it doesn't make the good people who are smarter even want to do politics. Ghanaians, we are not fools. We have intelligent people. But because of the nature of the political arena, nobody wants to go there. Me, I don't like politics. I'm telling you. Not because of anything, but because the way the thing has been painted. It doesn't make it sweet. But maybe we want to serve our mother Ghana. So if I see a young man doing this, then I think I can contribute. Why not? These are some of the things that we need to be talking about. Changing the attitude of the people for better things to follow. Because if the people's mentality is not the best, how will you change them? Can you change the people? Can you develop them? If you don't change their mindset, it is difficult. And I'm saying that these things begin from home, the schools, and even the community where they live and where they are brought up. They do these things and they carry them with them and they end up in the political arena. Can you change them? So please, we love Ghana, please. We love Ghana. Let's do the right things. And Ghana will be a nice place to stay. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your time, Mr. Champon.
And thank all your angels and saints to be with us during this program. We make this prayer through our Lord Jesus Christ, your Son, who lives and reigns with you in the unity of the Holy Spirit, one God, forever and ever.
Amen. Are you ready tonight? Yes. Are you ready tonight? Yes. Thank you.
Good morning to everyone present. Our respected chiefs and queens of this land, District Chief Executive, Director of Education, Acting CEO of Upper Manya Rural Bank, the Police Commander, BDS Manager, Director of NCCE, my able educators, the press, Asiswa Fit Club, my dear students, ladies and gentlemen. In fact, I am with immense pressure to welcome all of you to this maiden national conference of Educate Ghana Summit established in 2017. This organization is a young but a vibrant think tank body moving from grace to grace as the days go by, and has reached this height of great success today. The organization was established with a vision and mission to serve Ghana and the whole world. Our focus is more on education and national developmental issues. Today, the dream has come to light in spite of the numerous challenges and setbacks. And myself, together with my hard-working staff, including our CEO, we have every cause to be extremely glad. We are all gathered here today to stimulate the spirit of patriotism in all citizens, especially the people of Upper Manya Krobo district. This is our first outreach program. Over the years, we were only seen and heard on television and radio stations with excellent and fruitful submissions. I trust and believe that this maiden conference of ours with the theme, Ghana is not poor, but we need attitudinal change, would be fruitful, and posterity will definitely judge us positively. Yes, Educate Ghana Summit believe that Ghana is not poor, but we the citizens need to change our attitude from negative to a positive one to transform Ghana rapidly. On behalf of our gallant CEO and the entire staff of Educate Ghana Summit, I say a big thank you for accepting our invitation. A special one goes to the CEO of Upper Manya Rural Bank for sponsoring and encouraging us to come out with this historic and educative conference today. CEO, we say, I hope all of us will be enriched with knowledge after this educative event. On this note, I say, you are all warmly welcome. Thank you.
For the Upper Manya Krobo District Assembly, in the person of Mr. Petit. You can not finish mentioning the name. Let's start for him again. Mr. Hambo Petit. He is the presiding member of the Upper Manya Krobo District. And I believe by the time we leave here, the school children will get to know who the presiding member is. He's also a staff of the Upper Manya Group, Rural Bank, and I understand he's the branch manager for Simu. Let's start for him. Then, without wasting my time, clap for yourself. Clap for yourself. Clap for yourself. We have the president for the people of Upper Manya Group. And when we say the president, he is the district chief executive, what we normally say the DC, and is in the person of Honorable Felix Ocha. Let's clap for him. Let's clap for him.
The rest will be introduced as and when the interval. Thank you.
I'm sure you see that Asisewa is still alive and kicking. I want to say that on behalf of the board, management, and staff of Upper Manila, I want to say a very thank you to you all that are here today for giving us the privilege to take part in this very important program. I also want to say a very special thank you to Mr. William Bueti Amaro, the CEO of ATTITUDINAL Ghana, for giving us this rare opportunity to sponsor this program. Indeed, we are very grateful. I'm not here to lecture you on whether we need to reform as a nation or whatever, but to tell you why we decided to sponsor this program. Ever since ATTITUDINAL Ghana visited my office, and I'm saying our bank, we accepted to sponsor the program. And ever since, we have witnessed tremendous publicity that has given us a image in the eyes of the public. And I want you to join me in thanking the CEO, Mr. William. Please let's give me a round. Yes. In fact, these are some of the programs that we need to support. Honorable, I'm saying this deep from the bottom of my heart, that these are some of the things that we need to support in the system. I have received and responded to so many calls from radio stations trying to do why we decided to sponsor this program. And I think I need to share that with you. We at Upper Manila believe so much in education. We also believe in developing the well-being of the people. This bank was started way back in 1982. Those of you who think we are a microfinance company, I want to educate you today that we are a well-established rural bank licensed by Bank of Ghana, so we are not a microfinance company. It is because we do a lot of microfinance activities. That is why sometimes you are tempted to think that we are a microfinance. We are not. We also said in our mission statement that we want to mobilize rural savings. Then we give these savings back to the people to support their businesses so that in a way they can improve upon their living standards. What is simpler than this? You understand me? We want to mobilize rural savings. Then we give back these funds to the people to develop their businesses so that they can improve upon their living standards. But you and I know that it is not going to be easy if you want to change the living standard of the people without education. That is why when we were approached by ATTITUDINAL Ghana, I said, wow, this is good. This is what we need to support. And that is why we supported this program. Yes, like I said, we supported it because we thought the program, the objective of the program is in consonance with the spirit and letters of our mission statement. We want to improve the living standards of the people, and we think it is only when we are able to change the attitude of the people that this can be possible. That is why we joined this program. Talking about changing attitude, I didn't want to go there, but I think I need to say something small because after all, we are the proud sponsors, and I need to say something. I don't know whether my junior brothers and sisters here knows what we mean by attitude. When you talk about attitude, it means your viewpoint, the way you see things, your way of life. But when you talk about character, you see, character refers to the mental and moral specifications or qualities that are peculiar to you as an individual. Let's take an example, for instance. The mental and moral qualities that are distinctive to me, defines me. So somebody says a champion is a good man. But you see, a champion can have a very bad attitude towards sanitation. You understand me now? Yes. So you see, we have nice people. People with doctorate degrees. People with whatever. Yet when they eat, they litter. Why? Because they have bad attitude. I saw somebody on the telly trying to investigate Nana Akufo-Addo. What does Nana got to do with the floods that happened in Accra? When people decide to throw away rubbish when it is raining, what do you think they are doing? You are trying to choke the gutters. And when the gutters get choked and it rains and there's flood, why do you go to blame Nana Akufo-Addo? Please, let us change our attitude. Otherwise, Ghana will remain as we are for a very long time to come. Now, talking about character, I said it refers to the mental as well as the moral qualities that belong to the person. This starts from home. Like this is about if the parents do not bring you up well, please, it's going to be difficult. We learn from the parents, we learn from the schools, and we learn from the community. These young ones, they look at us and learn from us. If our attitude are bad, definitely they will pick from us. You don't expect my small daughter to behave differently from me. You understand me? It starts from home, and it continues from school, and it comes back to the community. Please, as young as you are, I want to tell you today that the kind of relationship that you build today will define where you will tomorrow. If you play with the bad boys, you can be sure that you will be a bad person. Yes, let's take these things very serious. If you don't relate well, it will not help. I'm saying your relationship that you build today will define where you will be tomorrow. If you like, you can pray, you can go to church and pray 100 times a day. If your character is bad, you will never make it in life. Yes, the clergy will tell you. It's a fact. It is not the number of prayers that you pray. It is your character, because your character will define your relationship. After all, I know and I believe that God helps man through men. So if you don't relate well, you don't behave well, your character is bad, your attitude is bad, how can you relate well for people to help you? Please, let us change our attitude. And that is why after when we said no, we cannot sit on the fence. So now, I think we know why after we decided to sponsor the program. We believe in education. We believe that people should change their mentality, and it shall be well for Ghana. Having said all this, I want you to look there. We have so many products as a bank. Please allow me to have a small. Please, Apamanya is a very strong bank, I'm telling you. I know, and I heard, and I know you also heard, that some microfinances have been closed. I'm standing here today on behalf of my board and management and staff to tell you that Apamanya, we are not going anywhere. We shall still be here with you to deliver good services to you. Yes, I mean it. We shall ensure that we sustain this bank. A bank that was crafted about 37 years ago We cannot disappoint you. Please. So join this. We have so many good products. When you are going back, you can see the young men there. Take some of our flyers. Tell your parents to come and do business with us. Those of you who are the high table, who have big monies hiding under your beds, please bring them to our company and they shall be welcome you. Thank you very much for your attention.
How do you say Ghana? How do you think that?
Yes, indeed, poverty reduction, poverty alleviation has to do with effective or judicious use of resources, isn't it? What resources do we need that we do not have in Ghana? We have them. What resources is government institutions not allocating? They are being allocated. What we need, I emphasize again, is how we can effectively utilize these resources, be them human or material. Funds are provided for institutions, human resource is provided for institutions, all that is needed is given by government. What we need now is how effectively leaders of our organizations, actors in the various organizations can put these things into use. We cited the example of the Accra flooding. The issue is that who created the flood? We are all aware that it will continue to rain. What we need to do is to manage our drains, manage our refuse, so that they do not choke the drains that we have. And so I am repeating, and I will continue to emphasize, it does not mean that we have everything, no, but we have the resources to achieve what we need. What we need to do is the attitude that will lead to the management, effective and judicious management of those resources. And that is why I mean that we do not need anything. What we need is positive attitude.
Okay. When we were talking, you said your people doesn't need anything. What they need is attitudinal. I want to ask, as a DC and as a representative of the government, what have you yourself done to help achieve this success?
Good. A key element in positive attitude has to do with public education. And this is an example that you are seeing. As an assembly, one of our roles is to continually engage communities. And you go to communities, you do electoral area engagement, you do your staff engagement. And these we have continually done to ensure that we explain government policies to the people. We educate them on what governments want them to do in supporting to achieve the goals we have set for ourselves. I operate in 254 communities, basically all of them rural. The last time I checked, having community engagement has already gone beyond 185. We also hold town hall meetings. Just 2 Fridays ago, we held town hall meeting to have interaction with the people. And I can tell you that it is yielding positive results. Some of the attitudes that we came to office to meet, you can see many of them going away. And I wish you had come to witness some of our cleanup campaigns. More people are coming out than before. This is because they are being informed, they are being educated. The second phase has to do with institutional engagement. So these days, we target institutions, and you can see, when the gentleman came to me, the CEO, I asked him to do targeting. He has targeted schools, and you can see the positive impact that it is making. We have targeted churches. Thank God, one of our targeted churches has to do with the Church of Pentecost. They have a national program towards good sanitation, and the Assembly has collaborated strongly with them. The last week, Monday, I wish you were here to see what we did. The entire community came, chiefs, everybody, to assist us in undertaking the activity. So we do general work, we do targeting, we identify areas of challenges and put people in charge to solve them.
This program has been held here and not everybody has been able to make it.
Yes.
How sure are we this attitudinal change campaign is going to go on in this community?
This is not the end of the program. This is just the start. We would assist Educate Ghana Summit to replicate several of these programs in various communities. What we are doing now is that every department that does outreach, NCCE, Agric, Education, Educate Summit, once you go to outreach, you do not only go to preach the job you do in your area, be you Agric or fire service. We ensure that all the issues that the district assembly is dealing with become part of your message as you go out there. So it is not just about Educate Summit. And I told the Church of Pentecost people, it is not about Church of Pentecost, it is about all of us. And so all departmental heads were there on the day, so that as you go out there, it becomes part of your job. Apart from doing your main work, the issue of attitudinal change, especially towards environment, becomes part of the work you do.
As you're speaking, you're talking about you have been organizing cleanup exercise for the community. What measures are you putting in place to make sure the community is being kept clean?
One of the measures has to do with the provision of waste bins. Under our watch, we have provided first for institutions, 35 of them. 5 were picked today by health, the hospital. The first one has to do with institutions, because once we engage the people within those institutions, especially schools, it spreads into our communities. And so we are providing those waste bins so that people find a place to put them. You ask somebody, why are you littering? He said, there is no place to put them. Again, we have ensured that the larger communal waste bins are also put at their right places, and the disposal is done more frequently than we met it. So you do not have a lot of them spilling over. Going forward, we have also identified that the spillover is also caused by a situation where nothing protects the waste bin. And so we're building what we call platforms, a kind of wall in which you put the communal waste bin, so that even if there are spillovers, it falls into the area. Gradually, we're heading towards educating shop operators to have their own waste bins at the shop. We have done one through the environmental health office. We give them money and vehicle. They've gone around the entire district, ensuring that people who operate various shops have their own waste bins at the place. And last time I checked, I think many of them are having, and we'll still do another round until we get it right.
Okay, thank you very much for your time.
I am Felix Ojao Nate.
Thank you for speaking to us.
The effect of the youth getting criminal cases in their youthful stages. Now, how is that going to affect them? You were highlighting on how it's going to affect them when they want to travel abroad. How is it really going to affect them?
Yeah, you see, when you get the record, unless after 10 years, otherwise no country will accept you. So it is going to affect you when you want to travel outside the country. Okay, you see, associating yourself with people with bad characters. Sometimes you may come from a poor home, you know you are a good guy, but if you associate yourself with people who have that mindset of going to commit crime, definitely you fall into that category of a criminal, and then you will get a record. Sometimes somebody will commit a crime, but because you associate yourself with the person, they will arrest you for maybe abetment. Actually, you did not commit the offense, but so far as you associate yourself with the person, abetment of crime will hold you, and then definitely you get your criminal record.
So looking at the population you gave of over 40,000 people with 52 police, how is that affecting you? What do you want to be doing about that?
Well, even the international community itself, sometimes they do not have men to control every situation. But all what we need is the assistance of the public. If you give us the information, even if one policeman at Azwa here and the information is flowing, if he cannot do it, he can also send the information out for other policemen to come and assist.
You think with the population here and the number of men you have, it's okay?
Oh, it is not okay. It is not okay. But the problem is not here alone. It is throughout the country.
My question is that the police are there to protect us, but here is the case taking money from people. At times, you find them doing armed robbery, fraud, and those stuff. What do you also say about that?
Well, even in the Bible, it said, big house does not contain only gold. Every big society, we have people with different characters. We know we are coming from individual homes and places. So definitely we may have those miscreants among us. And it is not, people are generalizing it, but it is not so. Some of us are even fathers, even in the police service. So that one, we cannot get them out completely. Definitely we still have them in the system.
So based on the question she asked, what would you say to your fellow policemen who are involved in such acts?
We have been advising them. Whenever we go to welfare meetings, we do advise them. But you know, somebody who has got that bad mind, or sometimes do it secretly, you may not know. We as leaders, we have been advising them to stop. But as a human nature, we can't do anything about it. But if we get them, we punish them.
But they go through lots of training. So can't you examine these people?
The training at depot takes only 6 months. It takes only 6 months. And somebody can hide the character for 6 months. 6 months is a short period. That person can hide the character. After the training, he go and do his own thing.
So are we really secure at our security?
Oh, Ghana's security is almost better than some countries. I must tell you. West Africa here, if you're listening to news, Ghana's security is very good. We have very good security.
That is based on the news you have listened to. That as from your position, are we
Exactly that, because when we have weak security network, there are certain things that will go on and we may not know. Say recently we had this what we call kidnap case at Sekendi Takoradi, and it has been this thing. You see, that is the first time we are having such a case in Ghana, and it is not as rampant as Nigeria or any other country. And we were even able to trace the actual architect of the crime. Only that we are unable to get the victims, but we are still working on it.
Thank you very much for your time.
You are welcome.
Mr. Pia, looking from the press, we want to know so far, so how has the program been?
First of all, candidly speaking, I have to thank Almighty God, because today, June 4th, the dream of Educate Ghana Summit has come true. So it has been successful, though some people were late, but it's part of us. That's why Educate Ghana Summit is trying to clear that bad attitude out. So in all, it was successful. Our expectation has been achieved.
First of all, you yourself failed. Now, going into the future, do you expect something better to come out?
Yes, I expect that this audience will just carry the message and propagate it out there for us to see the positive results that we are expecting.
With the level of education that has come out from the DCE to the education sector, going through the health sector and then to the security sectors. Now, what do you want to tell people out there?
I will just urge Ghanaians that normally we do depend on our certificates, the level of education that we have acquired, but that is not the case. We have doctorates, we have the professors, but they cannot even come out to with this such program. This dream attitudinal change and motivational conference. We don't need professor, we don't need doctor, but we need a good Ghanaian, a patriotic Ghanaian to come out with it. And I will ask myself, when I wake up every morning, I don't see any policeman in front of my door to ask me wash your face, brush your teeth, take your nice dress, iron it before you go out. But you see these people, after the dress, the nice dress that they are in, the Porsche car that they are driving, they litter the environment. And you know, it goes to choke the gutter, and when it rains, it kills us. It's only Ghana that when it is dry season, we cry for rain. When it rains, it kills us. So it means we have to change our attitude. If we should change our attitude, our motherland Ghana will be fruitful. We will see it as a greener pasture place that we will not even travel abroad. See, Ghana is not poor, but the only thing is we need attitudinal change, changing our mentality from negative to positive. That's the only solution. But most of it, we think our solution to our problems is far away. No, it's within us. So I would just urge Ghanaians, government institutions, NGOs, individual to support Educate Ghana Summit, because we have the plan that we are doing this attitudinal change and motivational conference nationwide. We cannot do it for us as people alone and go and sleep. We are doing nationwide, but out of our research that we conduct, that gingered us to start over here. The spirit of patriotism over here, it has gone. We can't find none in the people over here. As you said, you started by saying I feel. Yes, I will take it upon myself because I am the organizer for the program. But unfortunately, those that we thought they are coming to speak to our young ones, for them to also listen something good from them, they started with a bad attitude, of which we cannot hide it. We cannot sweep under the carpet. You have to be bold and say it. There's one thing bothering me. We all every day, every year, every time, political parties are coming out with manifestos. When I come, I will do this, I will build this. I want to boldly and inform Ghanaians, and for that matter, politicians, that we don't need political manifestos to transform Ghana. We only need national policy. So that when this national policy is drawn, whoever comes will just follow the roadmap drawn. But it seems Ghanaians are refusing to think. We have professors, doctorate, lecturers, of which they boast of themselves, but they don't have that idea. So one doctor said he's a lecturer at University of Nigeria. He said, unfortunately, in Africa, those with ideas don't have power, and those with power don't have ideas. So I would just urge Ghanaians, urge our politicians, that they have to think about Ghana first in all their activities.
What are some of the challenges you went through when you're trying to implement this program?
It's a lot. I will only mention few. Financial constraints. It wasn't easy at all, but through prayers, when we visited Upper Menya Korea Bank, they thought it twice, digested the proposal, and saw that they have to heed to our proposal and sponsor us this for us to come out with this program successfully. So there are a lot that I have to hint on, but my psychological statement, I don't normally throw my touchlight on the negative aspect, but I normally focus on the positive aspect. So I could see the positive aspect, the negative aspect was about is 90%, but I value that 10% positive, because I think that small thing can grow and Ghana will benefit from Educate Ghana Summit. You see, as I said earlier, I realized that mostly when people are radio journalists are interviewing me, they usually call we have Dr. Buadi on the line, so and I also, whenever I get a chance, I also tell them that no, it's Buadi William, but it's the media who have added Mr. to it, so let's go by Mr. Buadi William. You see, as I said earlier, we have doctors, we have professors, but unfortunately they don't have this kind of idea. As I said, those with powers don't have the idea, those without power have the idea. So how to come out with it and propagate is the case. But with God, all things are possible. And also, as human beings, you have to think positive all the time, because positive thinking leads to righteous living. And when it happens that way, where people fall, you just pass by and go.
Okay, thank you very much.
You are welcome.
Danço Production.